Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, holy shit. All I can say about CitizenCon 2017, holy shit. Now, what I've got going on in the background, pretty obviously, is the YouTube video of some of Chris Roberts' keynote address outlining and depicting the procedural planet tech. This is nothing short of completely amazing. This is why I have pledged the amount of money that I have to Star Citizen. This is the dream, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the dream coming to fruition. Look at the size and scope of this planet. This is beyond incredible, completely awe-inspiring, and last but not least, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Having all these NPCs floating around, not literally, well, I'm sure there might be a couple, but having them all going around doing their own thing, it really breathes life into this universe. I am so excited to see this. I'm going to give a very brief overview of, well, not me. I'm going to show you some of my more favorite parts about the video, as I don't want to keep you here for an hour. The last video that I did on this, it was almost an hour, so I completely scrapped it and redid it. So let me fast forward a bit. So right here, the Terra pin. This thing looks gorgeous. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. But now seeing it, that's actually not that bad of a size. So I think I'm going to let Chris now talk the rest.
Let's start the small amount, right? The new Aurora, perhaps.
Look at that. I really like the huge holograms.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Engines are on.
Alright, let's take off. Let's go flying.
I have always wanted to fly around Arc Corp. I can't wait to finally do it. Like, look at that. I've glitched through Arc Corp on purpose, and it is such a small place compared to this. Look at that. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This is the dream, ladies and gentlemen. This is everything coming to fruition right here. It's coming together. If somebody ever tells you Star Citizen is a scam and that it's vaporware, show them this video. This will shut them down immediately. This is the stuff of dreams. Look at that.
So, what you're seeing here is Arc Corp, which is essentially a full-size, Earth-sized planet, completely covered with man-made structures, and at a real scale. So you're seeing everything to the horizon, fully covered. You can basically fly all over Arc Corp.
I'm gonna turn my mic off so that way you can just take in all this beauty.
So you can see off in the distance another city club. So that up in the distance is Area 17, and we're flying over the suburbs now. So this is pretty much Coruscant. And this is our engine wizards in the Frankfurt office. Who's doing this? So Marco Cubetta and Alex Ramati, who will be out here in a bit. And actually, Area 17 over there is about 25 kilometers in distance.
I really hope we will have the chance to buy property here, or live here, or in one of the cities. I mean, look at that. He said he's flying over the suburbs. There's plenty of space for something like that to occur. I mean, look at the size of this fucking place. Wow. I love it.
There's that tradition. Hello, CitizenCon 2947.
I mean, look at that.
Landing gear ready.
Like, my jaw is still on the floor after seeing this. When I first saw this, legitimately, my jaw was wide open, drooling all over myself. Figuratively, at least the drooling part, but my jaw was so wide open for so long. Like, I'm actually a little sore today. This is just so incredible. Look at that. And it just keeps going. This is a proper planet.
And longer term, that we're going to be building on our bigger, more populated planets, multiple landing zones. So Area 18 is one of them. Area 17 would be potentially another one. And we'd have quite a few around Arc Corp because it's such a kind of detail and scale that we're going for. We sort of feel like it has to be more than just one landing zone or two landing zones and then nothing else on the rest of the planet. So it has to feel believable at the scale of our universe. And that's always quite a challenge, but some of the technology that we've been building is allowing us to do that, as you can sort of see from the visuals that we're flying around here, where we literally have a planet covered by a city.
Wow. It's almost bringing a tear to my eye. This is so pretty. I can only imagine all the gameplay that we'll be able to do inside this area. All the things we'll be able to come across, and all the emergent gameplay we'll be able to make. I mean, I cannot wait to see their plans for these cities. I remember seeing a video a few months ago where there was a leaked,
Right. So,
the leaked map of Terra came out,
Gonna head up to space, I think, here in a
and
minute,
it seemed like an impossibility.
can have a little view of Area 17
But seeing
inside
this
it, though.
really gives me hope. It really gets me excited. If I can find it, I'll link the Terra video
I don't think any other games quite
in the
have this
description.
level of scale.
Terra, for you who don't know, is basically like Earth 2.0 in the Star Citizen lore. It's supposed to be like, how they put it, the jewel of the Empire or something like that. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And what they're doing with the Arc Corp planet gives me a lot of excitement over Terra.
The red cluster you see up there is actually the pyro system. So when we leave Stanton, that will be one of our destinations.
Look it. That's smog.
Yeah.
Look at the horizon. Just keeps going. Absolutely incredible.
Well, don't worry, we're working hard on it for you guys.
This game has grown so much from its original plan, and I love it. One interesting thing I noticed.
Head to one of the space stations in orbit around Arc Corp. So I think I mentioned before that most of the big
Look how fast that Aurora is traveling.
Advanced or settled or
700,
planets will have
800.
space stations and
It
geostationary
surpassed the
orbit.
speed of the Herald,
When,
the
say
fastest
someone
vehicle in
with
the game currently.
a large
How?
ship like a Hull C or a D brings in cargo, you go to the space station, and then the cargo can be offloaded and brought down to the planet. So we're just going to head to one of them. It's built using a new modular space station.
Look at that, almost
Setup.
1,000.
It's actually beyond 3.0. You're going to see a lot of space stations and variety, and we'll talk a little bit about how we're going to put them together and build them up in around the Stanton system and the other systems as we expand out. And the key is, it's all, you know, we're not there's no loading screens or anything. We just flew up from the city. We were down in Area 18, then we were flying around these huge skyscrapers, and now we're just heading up to the orbital space station.
Wow. The modular truck stops. There's one of them. The music is so chill.
Glenn's just showing off.
Very Firefly. The way the music is, I love it. And then the squishy bouncing, or the squishy landing gear. That's gonna add so much to it. It's those little things that really bring the big picture together. And that Aurora looks really good. I think in 3.0 I'm definitely going to be taking the Auroras out a bit more than normal, especially with the way that ownership system is. Now, one thing that's really interesting is it looks like where you see AC, it looks like those actually might be icons in the sense that maybe those are points of interest and places that you can go to do certain things or maybe pick up missions. I mean, those look very unnatural in the sense that I bet you they're icons, like user interface icons from the GUI, the graphic user interface or something.
NPCs or a player can potentially take smaller amounts down. But to give you an idea of this is, you know, the beauty of the sort of Star Citizen 64-bit precision is like we fully, you know, it's all there. We're up
Look
here
at
in
that.
space station looking down on the planet.
God, that's beautiful.
Jump? I don't know, Glenn. Should we jump or not jump? Nah, I don't think so, right?
Look at that. The horizon just keeps going.
Alright, let's get back on the platform. Well, no, his EVA counters the gravity. Plus, gravity is much weaker up here than it's down on the planet. But the gravity is actually properly simulated all the way through, based on your distance from the center of the planet.
And if you notice on the guy's legs, it looks like he's actually got canisters for oxygen and EVA. That's really cool. I'm glad that you can keep those canisters for a little extra while you're out in
So inside,
the vastness for extended periods.
And in fact, we'll show you kind of how we build them in a second. But yeah, just give you the idea of the scale, because you know this space station didn't look that big from a while ago, and of course, see how big it is now that we're on Mars.
Wow.
And if we go through here, there'll be an elevator we get through on the other side that would get us into the atrium. So we'll show you a bit of that in a little bit. Let's kind of continue on with our journey.
Starfarer over there. I really hope in third person that they're going to add crosshairs so you can play and do ship combat in third person as opposed to being forced to do first person. I really hope that gets added. That star map is gorgeous.
That doesn't look very big. That's because we're sort of zoomed out on the star map. But Lorville is 23,205,500, whatever that is, 968, 66 now. 68 kilometers away, which is quite a long distance. So should we start our quantum?
Wow. Those new effects look amazing. I don't know why it looks so boxy.
And so as you can see, we've upgraded the whole sort of jump effects and everything using the new GPU particle system that's coming in with 3.0. Yet another thing that we've added, which you can see with the contrails and the engine trails. Now, 23 million kilometers, even at 0.2 of the speed of light, takes about 8 minutes. Now, and actually in the gameplay side of things, it probably would actually take you longer for the journey because you'll probably get pulled out of quantum by, you know, some other ships, and there'll be we won't probably let you go one jump directly to the other jump because there needs to be some time invested in getting there, like taking cargo or whatever else. But just a pure unaltered, uninterrupted jump's about 8 minutes at our quantum speed. So
Alright, so this is where I'm going to fast forward a bit.
Reflect back on the tech that you saw on display.
Them going over the procedural cities. If you want to see that tech, I will leave this full video in the description.
High orbit actually, well, quite a ways out from Hurston, which is another planet inside the Stanton system. Arc Corp is owned by Arc Corp. In the Stanton system, the UE leased each one of the
little further
Earth-type planets to different corporations or ecosystem biome, and we're still a ways to go. So large.
Just look how beautiful this biome looks. And the music is spot on. Absolutely gorgeous. Just like you.
Yeah, so you know the German engine team that does all the procedural planet stuff has been adding obviously a lot of stuff to the procedural planet tech. The oceans have all been ported over to GPU, and ultimately we're not doing it here, but you know there actually has. If we get low enough, you'll probably see it's full wave simulation. When we get low enough, we want to have the thing where the wake from the ship creates waves. That's not in yet, but we will be doing that at some point. Yes. Well, it's, you know. But we're heading in our way to Lawville, which is the main landing zone on Hurston. So. So, and as we sort of build this out in the future, there'll be a lot more sort of mining infrastructure. This is basically an area that Hurston sort of strip mined for all the minerals and creating its weapons and its sort of factories that we'll see. We'll get to in a bit. But as we move forward, we've just sort of beginning of fleshing out sort of the secondary locations and objects. We're going to add things like, you know, big, you know, macro vehicles that would be excavating dirt and stuff, and give it a lot more variety, because Hurston's going to have quite a few more ecosystems than we're showing right here. But let's head up towards Hurston. You can actually see in the distance the big Hurston dynamic. It's sort of like the Tyrell building from Blade Runner. So that's the main area, and actually when you land in Hurston, that's where you're likely to land, and it has all these beautiful shops inside, and it's all nice, but the outside of it's all kind of smog and factories and polluted air. So let's fly up through. And again, Lorville's built using the same tech. It's a different kind of building set for a lot of it, but it's using the same sort of distribution tech that we do to sort of build out a city at a realistic scale for the ships that we have in the games, which is kind of important for our game because we want to have everything feel real, visceral, tactile. And you can sort of appreciate just the sheer scale of these planets because, off in the distance, Hurston didn't look very big, and now we're flying through it, and it's these are pretty tall, big buildings. Glenn likes to show off. So let's sort of head to the outskirts outside the city because we want to sort of give you a sense of kind of what it's like in the ecosystems outside, and then also the sense of scale that you get. Because when you're flying around, you're moving pretty fast. I mean, we're flying at a pretty fair clip relatively. I don't think they'd like you flying around, say Frankfurt at this speed, just above it. But to give you the sense of being able to fly over a planet and then get down on the ground, it's all seamless and also all the details. So we'll just go out here beyond the main city areas and find a landing spot. Find one that's not rock. There you go. So here we are, we're down on the ground, and actually you can sort of see the large structures off in the distance, which maybe didn't look so big when we're flying over them, but really actually are quite massive. And this is kind of like the kind of Tundra area outside Lorville. And let's go for a little run. And again, this is sort of what our goal is to try to kind of deliver the kind of, on foot, first person, crisis level of detail for the environments that you're in, but, doing a lot of it procedurally and, on a planetary scale. So it's quite challenging, but I'm, very confident that we're going to deliver all that goal. And, the team we have doing it, who, a lot of them were here giving a talk earlier, are incredibly talented. And I'm pretty excited by the potential. I mean, we've got a lot to go in terms of building further ecosystems, also creating fauna for planets. So there's a sense of wildlife. Some could be hostile, some could be passive. But we essentially want to make these planets living places that feel visceral, that have their own identity. You know, when you go to Arc Corp or you go to Hurston, they feel totally different. You know, they match with the sort of story and the history and the lore, and they feel tactile. They feel like a place that you could visit, a place that you could go and tell stories of, and take you know, pictures of, or share with your friends. So someone's conveniently left us a Knox. So you can use that to get a bit closer into the city.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Wow.
So you sort of can see the city stuff that seemed quite small as we flew over it. We're down on the ground and it's pretty huge. Oh, all right, let's see if... Oh! Glenn, you're just showing off now. See, it's just a show off, Glenn. I don't think it's that good of a show off. So here we're sort of coming to the outskirts of one of the factory areas of Lorville. Right. And again, we just have the beginnings of sort of our NPC population system. So some of the other stuff besides the interior procedural stuff is, you know, longer term we're working on sort of a background crowd simulation system, a traffic simulation for ships coming and going in the background. Yeah, that's, the Nox says it's our little physics bugs going on. Then we have foreground NPCs that would be like mission givers that have their own full schedules and stuff like that. But all the places will get populated and feel like they're full of life. So you'll have you know, like I said, the whole goal is to have 90% NPCs to 10% players in the universe. And when you come to a place like Lorville or a place like Arc Corp, it has to feel like, you know, it has millions of people in it because these cities are at that scale and that's sort of what we're used to. And so we're working very hard to build background systems to be able to do that, scale it, create them on demand, and create a, you know, realistic feeling location on whatever planet you're visiting. So as you can see, there's the Hurston Dynamics, you know, main building off in the distance. So it's you know, again, that gives you a sense of like the scope and the scale of the city really is compared to what we're doing now. And as I said, one of the things we're working on is fauna. So so these are first. These are the Oni, the cyphopod Oni crabs. So they're little scavengers on Hurston, and there's quite a few other things that we're going to have on Hurston when we do it. But you'll have them running around and a bunch of other ones. But there you go. There's Lorville, there's Hurston.
How fucking incredible was that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why I've pledged the ridiculous amount of money that I have. This is the dream, and it's coming to fruition. I'm in awe. There's no other way to say it. I mean, I'm shaking. I'm so excited. I really am. This man right here
So
is a genius.
that's the sort of
Not this
preview
guy, but
of where we're going.
this guy. And I am so excited. If you're excited, let me know. I want to know what you're excited for. What's the first thing that you want to do once this becomes available? Are you going to go to the planets? Do anything in particular? I know what I'm going to do. Just walk. I just want to walk around. I just want to take in the sights, see the AI subsumption at work. Hell, I might even be all weird, creepy, and stalkerish and just follow one or two NPCs around, you know? Like just watch their daily schedule and routine unfold. This is amazing. I'm literally at a loss for words. Um, so I think I'm gonna leave the video here. It's been going for a while, and thank you for sticking with me. Um, Let me know what you think down in the comments. Leave a like if you liked it. I'm going to put this video in the description so you can watch it in its entirety without me commenting and breathing all heavily, as I'm sure that probably came through a couple of times, so I apologize. I was so into it, I couldn't help it. So all you beautiful bastards, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Most importantly, peace.